Eddie Brown played baseball 1920, 1928, 7 years. Very short career. But he accomplished something in 7 years that only 203 baseball players have accomplished in baseball history. He maintained a 300 or better career batting average. Ken Arzone here. I'm talking baseball on Sunday, August 17th, 2025. Eddie Brown. Nobody's heard of him. Short career, like I said, 1920 through 1928. Missed 2 years in between those years. 1928, 3 games. 1921, 70 games. 1922 and 1923 did not play, oddly. 1924, he batted 308 in 114 games, 140 hits. 1925, played 153 games out of 154. Good. Let's see what he can do. What does he do? 189 hits, 99 RBIs, bats 306. Good year. 1926 will be his best season for Eddie Brown. 201 hits. Anytime a baseball player gets 200 hits in a season, take note. 201 hits, bats 328. I'm not mentioning runs scored or RBIs because he never had 100 in both categories. His high was 99 RBIs. 1927 comes back, 171 hits, 306. So he's got 4 straight seasons, 300, and that's how he maintained his career average over 300. Those 4 years. 308, 306, 328, 306. His last season, 36 years old, gets 140 hits, bats 268, stops his career 7 years. I wonder what happened. It was in the 1920s. Maybe he got cut. Maybe he was injured. Maybe he just gave it up. Short career, 790 games, nothing. 878 hits. But he kept his career batting average over 300. I know it's only 7 years, but he's on the list. If you go to Baseball Reference, type in career batting average leaders. Start with number 1, Ty Cobb's 366, and go down the list until you get to 300 even. He's among that list. And there's 203 players to do it. I was surprised at that number. I thought it would be higher. I'm not including the Negro League players, the Negro Leagues, because they didn't play in the National and the American Leagues. It's a shame. I wish they would have, some of those exceptional players. I mean, I think there's 10 of them that have 300 or better career batting averages. You have Oscar Charlton, Judd Wilson, Turkey Stearns, Mule Suttles, Willie Wills. But these guys played in the Negro Leagues. And Oscar Charlton had a 365 career batting average. It still doesn't beat Ty Cobb. They say that Josh Gibson had a 372. But sorry, Josh, you didn't play enough games. And you didn't play in the National American League, so I'm not counting those guys. Sorry. I'm counting the major leagues. The National League was the 1870s, got going, and then the American League got going after the turn of the century, the 1900s. Those leagues, those players who played. Shame on those leagues for not allowing the Negro League players to play. That is a disgrace, and I blame the commissioners during that time. I also blame the United States Congress, and whoever was president during those years up through 1947. Why were your voices not heard? You House of Representatives and the senators and the president and the commissioner, Judge Landis. I don't like that guy. Do you? He was the commissioner after the 1919 Black Sox scandal. Okay, he suspended those guys for fixing the World Series. Okay, I'll agree with that. But then, like from 1920 to 1947, that's a 27-year period. Judge Landis, where were you? Why didn't you allow the Negro League players to play? Now, I know a lot of the owners of baseball clubs didn't want them in the league. That's a disgrace. Where were you? I'd like to have seen Josh Gibson face Walter Johnson, wouldn't you? That would have been fun. You know, Babe Ruth faced Walter Johnson. Hit a couple homers, but also struck out too. I want the best against the best. So my 203 baseball players that I found on Baseball Reference, those that don't include the Oscar Charlton and the Judd Wilson and the Josh Gibsons and the Turkey Stearns. Judd Wilson had a .350 career batting average. Played 21 years. Oscar Charlton played 18. Oscar Charlton's an interesting guy in baseball history. Played 918 games. Got 1,209 hits. And his career batting average, .365. Not bad. You know, 1 year, listen to this, for Oscar Charlton. Had 101 games. Got 150 hits. There was another year, listen to this. 77 games. 123 hits. And batted .433. Whoa. But it's only 77 games. You got to have 150 games if you want to be a 400 hitter. All right, I'm sidetracked. Eddie Brown, we're done with you. That makes 188 guys I've covered. Let's keep going. Who's next? George Grantham. Batted .302 in his career. I'll look at him next. Quickly. I'm out.